Hi everybody, my name is Anna, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a paper fortune teller. So to do this, you are going to need one piece of paper, mine's plain, yours wouldn't necessarily have to be, pair of scissors, and preferably 4 different colored markers or crayons, but if you just have the one that'll work too. So first you're going to take your piece of paper, and it has to be a square. And so the easiest way to do this is just to fold a triangle as best as you can. So there's like this with the excess. And then with your scissors, you're just gonna cut off this extra piece. And now I can put that away. And we have our square piece of paper. So you see how we have this crease now across. What you're gonna do is turn your paper and fold it so that you have a crease in both directions. Next, what you're going to do is take each of your 4 corners and fold them into the center like this. And try your best to line them up right with that point in the middle. Now that we have that, what we're gonna do is flip the whole thing upside down. And you see, once again, we have our 4 corners that we're gonna fold into the middle. And just like last time, do your best to line them up into the center. Mine is not perfect, but that's okay. And so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna face it square in front of you, and you're gonna fold it in half just across the line, so that when you fold it, these flaps are on both sides. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your 4 colors that you've picked. And if you don't have 4 colors, what you're gonna do is just write the color on your fortune teller. And each of those 4 little flaps that you can see on the outside, you're gonna put a different color on. Ooh, that is not a good mark. Okay, so now what we're gonna have to do is take this from being flat to like this one, that it's 3D. And so how you do that is it's easiest for me if I take my pincher fingers and I poke them inside, and I take my hand on the other side and kind of push it and pinch the inside so that it gets bigger. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And if you just take those pincher fingers in the inside and you just pinch it all flat so it becomes 3D. And you're almost ready to play with it. You just have to put a few more things on the inside. So if we take one of our markers, or pen or crayon, whatever you have, and you're gonna push these guys you just made 3D flat again. And we see with the creasing how there's all these different triangles. In every single triangle, you're gonna write a number between 1 and 10. So you can choose whatever order of numbers that you want, totally up to you. Okay, and then Now that we have our numbers, you see that you can open these flaps. And under each of the flaps, you're going to write the answer to a yes or no question. So you can write things like yes, no, maybe, gotta fit more spaces in there, and let's see, how about probably not. Okay, so now we're ready to play with our fortune teller. So you're gonna squish your flaps back down. You're gonna fold it back in half, and now we're back at this step where you have to push your fingers inside to make it 3D. It'll be a little easier this time now that you've done it once. And now, the fun part is that you're ready to play with your friends. So you find, a friend, a sibling, a parent, whoever you'll get to play with you, and you say, you have to ask them to ask the fortune teller a yes or no question. So yes or no questions are questions that can be answered with one word, like yes or no. So, for example, let's ask the fortune teller if it's going to be sunny outside today. So that's what they asked you to ask the fortune teller. You're going to tell them next to pick a color. And let's say this person picked green. You're going to have your fingers inside your first and your thumb on both, and you're going to go, okay, green, G-R-E-E-N. And then you're going to have them look inside, and you're going to tell them to pick one of the numbers that they see. So let's say this person picked a 3. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to look and pick again. And this time they're going to pick 2. So then you're going to go 1, 2. And then you're going to ask them to pick one final number. And let's say this person picked a 5. You take your fingers out. Remember, we can open these flaps. You open the flap. Oops. My flap doesn't want to open. Oh, the fortune teller told them no. And that's how you play. And I hope you have fun.